I use bees here as a metaphor for marginalized groups that do the hard labor of really just making the world go around, contributing to the culture, contributing to our everyday way of living, and not receiving any of the love for it. Really just kind of being met with disgruntled demeanors based off of a perception. People perceive bees to be aggressive and a threat, when in all honesty, the last thing they want to do is sting you, because it puts their own life at risk. But when they have something to protect, you leave them with no other choice. So no, they're not aggressive. It's, I'm protective of what matters to me. And when you think of it like that, you think about how, you know, bees are very hive-minded. They have a great sense of community. Everything's for the betterment of the hive, the people around them. When you take all these little aspects of what it really means to be a bee, like it all just made sense to me, and it really fit in the current climate of things to me. You look at everything that's going on, I don't know, I just felt like it was perfect for the time period. And there are a lot of little nuances and semblances that just really reflect the time period. So I'm hoping everybody gets to pick up on all of that as they sit and listen, track by track. We are good to go. Everything is submitted. I just dropped the cover art for it maybe a day or two ago, and announced the release. So it's time. I'm excited. I'm excited for everybody to hear. We worked really, really, really hard on it. And the story of even how it came about, because I was working on a whole album beforehand, and like, I've been working on this album for a few years now, not one or two or even three, but like a few. And because I put so much, I don't know, I think I attached a lot of outside voices to what I was doing, and I put too much pressure on myself and around the creative process, so I had to walk away for a minute. Which I think was perfectly healthy and something I definitely needed to do, because throughout the process of making this, I've learned a lot. But this kind of gave me a chance to recalibrate and go in a different direction and experiment and explore with no eyes watching. And it felt good. And now I feel like I'm in a place now where when I do want to return to this album, which will be fairly soon after we take care of a couple of different things, like, I'm prepared for that. I'm in a different headspace. And I'm just grateful that we made the decision to go ahead and pivot and get into this. So, yeah, I'm excited for everybody to sit and hear the project. Like I said, we worked really hard on it. I do have like a great feeling about it, and I think everybody will enjoy it. So I'm currently trying to hold off my excitement for the 20th and not overdo it. But yeah, no, so that whole project in general was actually written during a time where I had gotten kicked out of school because I couldn't afford to be there. And it was a really, really trying time period for me, and it was one of the lowest moments that I had in life to that current date. And what helped me was really a 6-page letter that one of my friends had written for me. Her name is Chachi. Chachi wrote it for me during that time period, and I remember just reading it and literally crying, G, because like it hit so deeply at a time where I really just needed to hear some affirmations. I needed to hear somebody tell me it would be all right, and like that project was really like the shining light of hope for me in a dark time. Me letting myself know that it would be all right regardless of what was going on at the time, and the reception that we got from it was one I wasn't expecting, and it opened up so many doors that if you had told my then 19-year-old self it would have opened up, it would have been like, you're lying to me, like this isn't the case. And it just showed me, like, as long as the message is there, the music is up to quality, and you know, you're leaving it in God's hands to really do what it needs to do, you don't have anything else to worry about. And in terms of takeaways, like that last one is one I'm continuously reminding myself of, and one that really just hit home as of maybe even a week ago. I feel like when I get to music releases, I get real anxious, real anxious. And I try to offset that by just staying busy and working. And interestingly enough, like the last time I went to go write, like last week, instead of writing, like I just felt an urge to pray. And after doing so, I just kind of felt a peace that I hadn't felt in a really long time, which put me in a headspace of just knowing, like, just leave it up to God. He's proven time and time again, when you just let him work, walk away, it'll turn out the way it's supposed to. Everything that's meant to be will be, and everything that's for you is for you. So that's in the headspace I'm in now.